Hello everyone and welcome to Get to Know Hospitality Heroes, a video interview series where we get to know more about the professional and personal lives of some of the region's most important hospitality professionals. Today I'm pleased to welcome Chef Uwe, who is the culinary advisor at Radisson Blu Hotel by Dara Creek. Thank you for joining us, Chef Uwe.
Hello guys, good afternoon.
So Chef Uwe is a veteran of the Dubai culinary scene and has been president of the Emirates Culinary Guild since 1999, as well as a published author and Guinness World Record holder. So to get to know a little bit more about him, I'm going to ask a mix of questions. So I've got my two pots of questions here, my fun questions and my career questions. So are you ready to get started?
I'm ready, but be nice to me.
Of course, always. Okay, I'll start with a career question to get us going. Okay, so why and how did you choose your career?
Oh, it's a good question. Well, I choose it. I have to go 50 years back because my grandmother and my mother were both very, very, very good cooks. I grew up in a farm in a very small village, so we were only like 50 people living in that village. So on top of the cooking point, which I enjoyed to be with my grandmother when she was in the kitchen more than be with my father. I never liked engines and tractors and stuff like this. So I don't like the smell of oil. I like the smell of cooking oil, but not of oil and tractors and cars. So this has never been my thing. So I really enjoyed it. I realized that I have more fun in the kitchen than outside. And then the second big point was I never got out of the village really. And I understood from my older brother that when you become a cook on a big ship, you travel the world. So that was another point for me to become a cook on a ship. Until now, I never worked on a ship, I have to say. So I traveled the world quite well, but I have never worked on a ship yet. So then when I was in junior high school, I asked my school teacher to join the class with the girls for cooking because I enjoyed that more than building things with the boys. So everybody thought I'm a bit cuckoo at that time, the other boys. And you know, when you're 12, 13 and you want to be with the girls, it was not the right thing then. But I did enjoy it. And basically, so my decision to become a chef was actually made when I was 12, 13 years old already.
Well, so you knew early on that you followed your passion from an early age.
Yeah, and it's, you know, our profession is, on purpose, I don't say our job, our profession, because I think to become a chef and to be a good chef is not a job. To cut onions the whole day, yes, this is a job. Yeah. But to cook is not a job. It's not just a job. You need passion for that. You need to enjoy it. And if you want good food, if you do not enjoy it, you will never be a good chef. I mean, a lot of us say the best, when we get the question, who's the best chef in the world? Most of us say our mother. Why? Because her mother, she puts her whole love and everything what she has. She puts it into the food, what she prepares for the family. So I think this is the biggest proof that I'm right with. You need to put your love, your passion into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Okay, well, I'll move on to a fun question now. Okay, so what was the last thing that you Googled?
Well, you know, people who don't know me have to understand that I'm an IT guru. Which means I know where the switch is for the computer, switching on and off, and that's about it. Okay, so, but I started learning a little bit more in the last 2 years. You see, I can do this with you over the phone.
Exactly, you're on Zoom now.
I learned a little bit, but still I don't know much. So I need to ask my wife, my secretary, for help for a lot of things. Yeah, but the last thing on Google actually is I try to learn more things about YouTube because as a guild, the Chefs Association, we have a YouTube channel since 3 years, but because we are very busy, and as I just said, I'm an expert, so we haven't really done a lot with it. But we have decided now to relaunch it and to use it and to become more active with our members and things. So I had to find out a little bit more about it, what to do, how to do it. Yes, we have a professional to help us to work with it, but I needed to learn a little bit more because my knowledge was still very, very little. I know YouTube was something where you can watch videos, but I couldn't even find. I had to Google it to find how to watch it. So
yeah, lots of good information out there.
Actually, the main thing in the last few days what I had Googled because of that.
So getting up scripts for YouTube, very good. Okay, let's move on to another question. So from the career pot, what inspires you?
It's not what inspired me, it's what inspires me still every day, I think I have to say. Because it's not you're once inspired and you start cooking and then it's because to do our profession, it's pretty hard, pretty bad working hours. You know, we have very little time for our first family. Our main family becomes our colleagues and our guests. So you need to be inspired every day. And I think I would say my main thing, what inspires me is people, to be with people, to make people happy, to, you know, in our profession, like when you come to my position, you don't really cook every day anymore. I'm cooking for my wife, so I'm inspired to have a new challenge every day at home, to cook for her what she likes, what she enjoys. Yeah. And she's in the moment into keto, so it makes it a little bit more difficult for me because for me, a proper dish has to have bread and potatoes, and which is a no-go for keto. So to learn, even now, to learn new things every day, this is inspiring. Or to work with young people when we do our competitions. Like for me, it was a great event what we did at the hotel show with the chef's table. You know, which was a new competition for us. So most of our competitions are doing the big events was individuals and sometimes team, but here, and the teams were only chefs. So, but that competition at the chef's table, we did a team with barmen, with waiters, with stewards. So the way we work in a hotel together. So it was a bit of a challenge to get a competition together, to get everybody involved. But the satisfaction after, because it worked very well. And when you see how great our teams work together, you know, not just the chefs, how they work together with the waiters, with the barmen, with the stewards. Yeah. So which we do every day, because we do the competitions to learn, to develop our young chefs. It's not just for, I would say, people who go for the competition to win a gold medal, they should go home. They shouldn't go there. Because gold medals will come if you learn enough, if you come good enough, you know, if you train enough, then the medals will come. But at the beginning, competitions is there to learn, to get experience, to learn from each other, to make new friends. You know, the young guys now, they spend a lot of time on Google. We talked about Google earlier on to find out new recipes, to get new ideas. So, but each time you go on Google or you take a book, like I'm the generation who would rather take a book still. But each time you do that, you learn. Yeah. And each time you learn, each time you do that, you develop yourself. And for me, the best motivation is to see people happy when people have developed themselves, like everybody who started small and now is now in a big position, is now a kitchen director or an F&B director or whatever. It gives me satisfaction and gives me energy to carry on, because it's not about, life is not about money. You know, it's not about, for me, it's not about big cars. So life is about personal satisfaction, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah, I think that's some great career advice, and it's admirable to see how you like training people and seeing the young blood come through and building people as teams together. I think that's really important. Okay, we'll move on now to a fun question. Okay, so which song is on repeat for you right now?
Well, it's a bit difficult. The one song which I hear all the time, also now more than anything else, it's 99 Red Balloons from Nena. I like the lyrics, I like the song, I like the beat. So, and it came out when the time when I started traveling. So it's my time when I was a disco boy. You know, when I left Berlin and she started, and then when I moved to London, she was #1 in Top of the Pops. So, and I had few months before only I had met her in Berlin in a pub.
Wow.
You know, because she had just started there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one song which I think my whole life it goes with me. But right now, because I have a lot of CDs, and some of them I didn't hear for 4 or 5 years. So what I do in the moment where I have a little bit more time at home, I start from the beginning. I listen to all my old CDs. So it's quite interesting. So because a lot of songs, as I said, I didn't hear for many years. So it's I think it's music, but music for me it's like food. It depends on my mood. It depends on you. You couldn't ask me what is my favorite dish, because I don't have a favorite dish.
Yeah.
Yes, I like German sausages. I like my sweets, but it depends, very much depends on my mood. It could be a steak one day and a simple honey sandwich the next day. You know, and music is the same. I have days where I listen to classical music, and I have days where I listen to AC/DC. You know, it's so it's the range is very wide. So it's quite good what I do in the moment to mix everything and to listen to all the different styles.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's great. Okay, off. Here we go now with another career question. Okay, so how do you see the future of the hospitality industry?
Wow, it's a very good and very difficult
Big question, yeah.
I think the future is always bright. We always have to be positive. If we don't see a bright future, then again we should stay in bed and should not get out of bed in the morning. Because I think if we are not positive, if we don't see that we can actually achieve something different, something good, something positive on that day today, and as I said, then stay in bed, don't get up. No, because we make our mood for the day ourselves early morning when we open our eyes. And I think if you don't see the sunshine in the morning, then even if it rains, you need to see a little bit sunshine through the rain. So actually, I see the positive, the future quite bright. Yes, it will be hard. It will be a lot of work, but everything good takes hard work. And yeah, sometimes it's that we go fast forward, sometimes we go a little bit slower. So yes, I think we will not move very fast, but in long term, I see our future for our restaurants, for our industry, very bright.
Great, yeah, well, fingers crossed, let's hope so. Okay, I think we've got time for one more question, so I'll pick one from the fun pot here. Okay, well, you said we couldn't ask your favorite dish, but I'll ask you this one, which is, do you prefer sweet or savory, and why?
It's difficult. Well, if I have to say one, then I think I have to say sweet.
Okay.
Because right now I'm trying to eat with my wife, so I'm on keto, and that means no starch, no sweets, no things. So during the meals we have the same, but after with my tea I need my chocolate. Okay, so there's no evening tea without chocolate. It wouldn't work for me. So that's why I think I have to say sweet. But even also when I do salty food in my dishes, what I do when I do it the way I like it, or when I do new dishes, there's always something with fruits. There's always something because I think a dish need to be balanced, need to have sweet, need to have salt, need to have acid. And if I add fruits, like one of my favorite fruits with food is for example, is mango or passion fruit or pomegranate. I think they are perfect because they have the perfect balance between sweet and acid.
Yeah.
Okay? So they give the dish a lot of flavor, but still I have my sweetness what I want, because yes, it has to be sweet, I think.
So mixing the two.
The only thing what I haven't done yet, what I don't do yet, is that I eat the chocolate sauce with sausage or so. So I'm not on that. I'm not on that level yet. But like yesterday, my dinner was a piece of fish just pan-fried with a fruit salsa. So it was perfect. It was a perfect match, and because all the different flavors were there, so it's great.
Very nice. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us today, Chef Uwe. Really appreciate your time, and again, appreciate all your work you've done with the hotel show at the Chef's Table, and we hope to see you again there this year.
For sure, we have started working on it.
Yeah.
And soon, when we get closer, we have to work a little bit harder, work a little bit more. But I'm looking actually forward to a great event again, and hope to see more people. Yeah. And we see it already. We have done it twice now. The first year, it was very, very hard to get teams to participate because they were not sure what it is. Second year, everybody who was there the first year came back. We want to be part again. Yeah. And other guys who have come, who have seen us, who have seen what we've done, have asked if they can join. So I'm really looking forward to a great event again.
Me too. Okay, well, thank you very much.
It was good talking to you. Take care. Bye-bye.